Good morning, Berlin. It is yet another beautiful day in our Reich. Today we have a very special guest. Please welcome Deputy Fuhrer Reinhardt von Pyrmont. How are you doing today, sir? Isn't the weather nice? Yes.
I am doing quite well. The weather is quite nice, yes.
What is it like serving the great Fuhrer?
Serving the Fuhrer is an honor that any man so honored would like to possess. The Fuhrer's will, in carrying out the Fuhrer's will as his deputy, is perhaps the greatest thing I've ever done.
Did you get personally chosen to be the Deputy Fuhrer?
I was chosen when Fuhrer Heinrich Himmler took leadership, as I was the head of the SS court quite a while under his own leadership back in, I believe, it was a period from October to late November. So I believe he found me qualified to carry out his will in an according fashion.
Can you explain the difference between party and government?
So the role of the party and the government are separate but equal. The party has many correlating positions that the government does, and the party is a almost policy setting area, as the party stick directly to running civil affairs and sort of mandating the government based on what the population of the nation needs and what the want of the population are. The government will accordingly follow policy enacted by the party, and in accordance with the Fuhrer's will maintain their mandates.
What was your job before being Deputy Fuhrer?
Before I was Deputy Fuhrer, I was Chief of the Fuhrer's Chancellery. And in this position, I managed staffing and I managed scheduling of appointments for the Fuhrer.
What was it like being Reichsleiter?
Being a Reichsleiter was a very monumental achievement in my life. I moved from being a low-ranking SS officer to being head of the SS court to then being a member of the Reichsleitung as head of the censorship office. And as a member of the censorship office, as the head of the censorship office, I was in charge of making sure that all government documents and all political affairs were kept in line with the censorship policies of the party.
Got any family at home?
Currently, I have a wife and 2 sons back in Munich. That's my hometown, where the party first took off.
How long have you served this great Reich?
I was a member of the party for since the early days. The exact date is unknown to me. It's been such a long time. I began as a member of the party serving in the staffing corps down in Munich, and I became a member of the SS early on. I was a member of an administrative branch. Now, I stayed in there for quite some time when I was called here to the capital to serve in the SS court as an Oberfuhrer. Over a period of some months, I grew to be head of the SS court, and from there I moved to become a member of the Reichsleitung. And then, of course, here we are as Deputy Fuhrer and Reichsmarschall.
Aren't you also the Chief der Führerkanzlei? Is it a party position?
The Fuhrer's Chancellery is a cooperative party and government position, serving to meet staffing requirements, to meet appeals from party and government officials based on decisions made by the Fuhrer or by his staff. It deals also with personal finance, and it deals with scheduling.
Do you have anything to say before we conclude?
To say that I'd like to thank everyone for their help in the events of the 27th, and that is all.
Well, That's all, folks. This has been yet another episode of Good Morning Berlin. This is your host, Otto Hardt, signing off. Hail Himmler.